What's good, y'all? Today we're gonna get into dunking and finishing. I'm gonna teach you secrets that nobody's telling you and that most people don't even know about. And I'm going to also take you through a beginner to advanced guide on finishing a lot better throughout this game. Before we do that, the first thing I want to kind of make sure we do is like, subscribe, and comment to show support so that the algorithm could show support back and we can keep on rising up. All right. Now, in this guide, I need you to sit down, get a snack, turn everything off. Don't play the game while you're listening to me. All right. If you're one of those, stop, finish that game, and then replay this from the start. And I want you to just pay attention and then replay it after you finish it all the way through. Replay it while you're on the game to learn the movement and to get the ball rolling. This is going to help you. I'm telling you, like, if you really pay attention, you're going to learn a lot. Okay, so that's number one. Okay, and I'm going to go through a lot of stuff, but we're going to start off with just a demonstration. So in this demonstration, I'm going to take a no adrenaline having player and try to do a dunk right here, and it turns into a layup because I had no stamina and I had no adrenaline. Right, so be careful going out here with no stamina, no adrenaline. You're going to end up doing layups. So don't ever try to attempt a dunk. Don't think you're going to get one and get mad at the game because you dribbled for half an hour. The dude clamped you up. It's your fault for being a bad dribbler. You can watch my dribble guide if you really need some help with that. But as you can see right here, with a little bit of a stamina, I'm able to trigger it more often. Now, if I have full stamina and full adrenaline, it is very easy to get a dunk. Very easy. You can see right here, I'm going to trigger a dunk all the time. I have no dunk packages equipped, by the way. I do have a high rating, but we're going to get into that in a minute. When you have no dunk packages, you can still do decent dunks. Look, this is me with my left hand by holding the left stick to the left. And then I'm going to show you my right hand. All right, I can dunk with any hand I want. Why is this important? You got to learn this. This is going to teach you how to be a better player. So once again, I'll just use the actual controls and get you guys going on how this all functions. It's not rocket science, okay? It's literally the right stick mechanics that are super amazing. They're easy to do, okay? All you got to do, hold the right stick, left, right, up, or down. If you hold it to the left, you're going to do a left hand dunk most of the time. Banger, okay? And if I do it to the right while holding turbo, always hold turbo, by the way. And there's whole tips. Dunking, you have to have turbo on to dunk. So that's common sense. And then if I want to do a two-handed dunk, the best dunk in the game to not get blocked is two-handed dunks. So I'm going to hold the right stick up as I run towards the rim. You can see these are the no dunk package animations that I'm getting. Okay. So as you can see, they're pretty basic, but they're doable. And then if I hold the skill dunk, aka the contact dunk, flashy dunks, everything is down. Meter will pop up that I have to time. Now I want you to practice that all day. Okay. You know why? Because different dunks have different meters as well as the stamina. As I said, I'm out here with no adrenaline and I'm dribbling and I think I'm a dribble god. Look at me, I'm cool. I think I'm the best. I'm the best dribbler. Look at me. I'm saucing everybody. And I think I'm so good. And then when I go for the drive, look, meter was tiny. I timed it barely. Almost missed it by an inch. Nobody was there. Okay. Nobody was there and the meter was tiny. So what does that tell you about when you're going to be guarded? All right. So if I have a full meter, look at that. That is almost the whole meter difference when I have my stamina. Okay, so this is why you don't want to be just dribbling all day, doing all the nonsense. You want to do 1, 2, or 3 moves and then get to the basket. And you're going to have a bigger green window. Why my meter so low? Have you looked at your stamina and adrenaline? Yeah, I almost timed that perfectly, even though the meter was big. I'm always trying to learn to aim at the highest rate as possible. Not going to get it all the time. Sometimes it speeds up. The latency makes it delayed. All of a sudden, my meters are delayed and I don't time it well, just like a shot. Also, if I have no adrenaline and it's delayed on the internet, look at this, no adrenaline, no stamina, I'm doing all the dribbles. I think I'm cool. Then I go to drive. Bam, I have to time it perfect to get that dunk. Okay. Now I am dunking them. Don't think that you're going to magically get that. I'm not. This is a live demonstration. Right? So this ain't no fluke. Matter of fact, I'm going to back out just to show you something. This is real. This is me right now. I'm going to go and show you that I don't have any dunk packages on at the moment. Okay. Now I'm going to put on a dunk package specifically. Those were the dunks without a dunk package. And I want to put on one of the greatest dunk packages this year. If you know how to trigger his one-handed dunks, we're going to do right-handed dunk. Check it out. Tomahawk jam. Now that could get blocked from the right side. I would do that if you're on my left. There's nobody on my right. Somebody's coming. I'll just do this and get that dunk. Now, if I see them on the right and they're running in from the right to block me, I'm going to do it with my left hand. Bam, same dunk, different hand. It ain't rocket science. I'm not doing anything special. I'm moving the stick to the left or to the right. Now, it doesn't matter if it's LeBron James or not. You know, you can do left hand and right hand dunks. Now, each person has special animations that are different for each character, and they actually trigger in different locations. So if I come from this side, I might get a different dunk than that left-handed dunk sometimes, right? Now, if I do the two-handed dunk from right here, this is what I get. I get a side dunk from that. If I go straight down the middle and I do a skill dunk, let's see what I get here. Another tomahawk. Okay, these are great dunks because they're fast. If I'm on a fast break, I can do that. If somebody's coming from that right side, I don't want to do it. I want to hold the right stick up. I'm going to hold turbo, put the right stick up, jam. Now it's harder for the person on the sides to block me. That's why two-handed dunks are better. But LeBron doesn't have the best two-handed dunks. He has the best tomahawk dunks. Okay, now I want to show you a side dunk that's crazy right here. Oh, maybe not. Look at that. See, sometimes you'll trigger that when you're going from too far. I like to trigger the dunk from right this space, and this is a trick that I want to teach you guys. Once you're in the three-point line, from like right here, this is the biggest trick, and people who skip through the video are going to miss out because they didn't see this. So let's keep it quiet, all right? Shh. In the comments, tell them you missed it. All right, so from this position right here, you can start triggering your dunk. That's not the secret, but that's an important secret to know. Because what does that mean? That means the moment I break your ankles and I get right here, I'm going to hit the dunk and I'm going to automatically dunk. If I broke your ankles and I get past you, or you're on the side of me and I'm in the three-point line about here, I'm automatically going to do it. And this goes for all of this area. I can trigger a dunk from that whole side. The moment I get there, I'm holding that right stick down and dunking. You want to slow the video down and re-watch me do it? I could even do it while I'm standing still. Well, it's going to sound crazy, but there's a way. This is the secret that I wanted to tell you. This is a combination, kind of like a Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat game. I don't know if you guys play fighting games, but basically you do 1-2 combo, boom, boom, 1-2, just like a jab, right? And that's how you have to do this combo. And the way it works is you're going to hit turbo, which you're seeing on the left side here. Then you're going to hit the left stick up at the same time. So you're going to hit those two. Then right after, literally like doom, doom, 1-2, one after another is the right stick down. So making sure that your left stick is up and your turbo button is held at the same time. And then you hit the right stick down and you're going to trigger a driving dunk, even from this distance. You ready? Okay, this is the magic trick. Okay, so the moment I beat you on a crossover, a step back, whatever, you take the bait. And the moment I cross this line, I can start holding turbo, or I'm hopefully holding turbo by that time. And as long as my left stick is holding up, all I got to do is hold the right stick down. And it's going to trigger the driving dunk. Now, if somebody's in front of you, you're going to get a layup, you're going to get a fumble. A lot of bad things can happen. This isn't rocket science. Okay, like we're not, oh my God, how do you do that? How? No. Okay, this is common sense, folks. The moment you have this space, if you break your defender and there's nobody right in front of you, you can hold turbo and the left stick up and then immediately boom, boom, like that. I'm gonna do it very fast, holding turbo. I'm gonna put the left stick up and then the right stick down, holding the right stick down. Get this dunk. Ready? Go. Oh, look at that. I messed it up. So we're gonna do it again. Bang. All right, and now I'm gonna do it in fast motion without demonstrating it. Let's just make believe I break this guy's ankle and I'm gone. And so that's how I get these crazy dunks all the time. People are like, how did you get that off? I'll break somebody's ankle right here. The next thing you know, I'm triggering a dunk. They're like, damn, how did you do that? How? A lot of my people I play with are like, how did you get that? And I'm like, dude, it's easy. Just trigger it. And I explain what I just told you very quickly today, demonstrating. It's a very key thing to get these dunks. Now, there's things you can do in that. If I held turbo and did the Devin Booker, for example, and I did the dunk the way you trigger the dunks, it's going to work too. Sometimes I'll get that. But a lot of times, even from the 3-point line, I'll trigger that and I'm like, let me go for a dunk. See, that time I messed that up again. Man, I can't miss by accident. I'm messing this up, guys. See, and this is where you got to practice. I haven't done this in like 2 days. So flick. Nope. Flick. Nope. But hey, we get in good phase. That's fine. So flick. Nope. Flick. There it goes. And so you can do that one, or you could just hold the right stick up, get these dribbles, and then go into that dunk if you get the angle. Remember, it's all about beating your defender. This is not about magically dunking on somebody because they're in front of you. If you want dribble moves, you got to go to the dribble tutorial. This is about dunking after you break someone's ankle. You got that room and you're going to get this easy dunk at all times. As you can see, I'm just standing still. From standing still, I automatically trigger this dunk, and you got to be able to do that consistently, and you're going to practice this. This is why I said take a moment to practice. Come back to this video. You're going to sit here and do this move over and over, and it's going to be so annoying to deal with you because the moment you get a little space, you can trigger that contact dunk over and over and over. Okay, so that's the number one tip. Okay, now creating the space is a different video. We're not going to go through all that. But having the angles is very key. Now I want to kind of take you through some of these videos as you're seeing from my gameplay. I want to kind of show you in game some things while I also get ready to show you some of the best dunks in the game that you can do. Basically, set yourself up for success. Now there isn't one dunk package while we talk about it. You can see right here, I get the angle, I triggered the dunk in this play. There isn't one dunk package that's gonna work. See, look, I get an angle, get another dunk. This is not rocket science. I'm not doing nothing special. We're not out here being the greatest players. Just like get a little space, you're done. Triggering the dunk. Okay? That's all you have to do, guys. Once you figure out the dribble of getting a little open, a little space, you're capable of great things. Okay? That's what I got for you guys. Okay? Now, I want to kind of go through the dunk packages that I'm using right now on this new build that for the competitive play. And before I do competitive play, please don't even look at these that are equipped because I want to kind of talk about it or anything. Okay. So here's the thing you got to understand. You can just put on every single dunk in the game. I don't really care. Put on the best, the craziest dunks like this. Have fun. It's hilarious. It's wild if you pull them off. And you're going to have fun just kind of laughing with some friends or by yourself. Just make a show. Have a good time. I do it sometimes. I just throw them all on. When I want to go show off in the park or want to go hang out in the theater, in a rec or something, I just want to go crazy for once in a while, surprising my friends or randoms with some crazy dunks. I just throw anything on and just buy all of these. You know, like, look, I have all these park dunks here, for example. These are just fun dunks that I would never do in a competitive setting when I'm playing in a tournament or league or anything like that. Right? That's what you got to understand. But let's get into the ones that are for the competitive side. And before we talk about it, I just made a very important distinction about dunks. Each dunk, we showed the LeBron dunks. I want to go back to LeBron. LeBron has a very bad standing two-handed dunk that he does, but he has a great tomahawk dunk. All right. That dunk is pretty crazy. That dunk is pretty crazy. Another good dunk here. Some of these are amazing, right? And you want to watch every single dunk. That's the best dunk in the game, the free throw dunk. Bam, that's what I was showing you guys. The right stick to the right. That's all you got to do. You'll get that perfect dunk every time. blockable from that side, but it's okay if you don't have nobody right on that hip. So that's how I do it. I trigger it on the opposite side of the person. But he does have one bad dunk. It's coming up right now. In a second, it's the two-handed slow gather dunk that he does. See that right there? That's pretty slow. And it's like, do you really want to do that dunk? No. And so if you trigger that, you're not going to have a good time with it. But the rest of these are solid. Okay. So I have him for the tomahawk, specifically the free throw one that you're watching. Then I have Kobe Bryant specifically for the reverse dunk. I love this reverse dunk. I feel like it's the most effective. It's amazing. But remember, each dunk has different packages. Zach LaVine, I only put him on because he's speedy. He has those fast dunks that you can get in before someone can contest you. It's a sleeper dunk. It's not necessarily the best dunk, and it can get disturbed a bit, but I enjoy doing it to people. It's one of those, if I can sneak in a dunk, I'm going to hit his dunks. Ja Morant is vicious. He's fast. He hits hard. I love a lot of his dunks, except the one dunk where he does a reverse and he brings the ball all the way down and then back, which is a terrible dunk to do competitively because it can get blocked. So it's a chance of getting blocked. And it's coming up right now, so you guys are about to see it. And definitely, you don't want to have that. But other than that, he's pretty solid if you want it. You don't need all these dunks to dunk good. You can put on one, get used to triggering that specific dunk, like that right there from Westbrook. His speedy, athletic tomahawk, just like LeBron James. He has a lot of good ones, but then he also got one that he cops it back so bad, people will block it. So it's a little dangerous. You got to see what you can do. But these are lethal. Right, so you can put any version of these and then start working on doing them consistently. We're not going to talk about alley-oops. I kind of put on almost everything and I just have fun with it. I don't do a lot of alley-oops, so I want to have something wild. Normally you want these contact ones. They're the best, maybe elite. But I do want to talk about two-footed dunks. They're not bad, but you got to remember, I'm chasing you and you decide to gather with 2 feet and do a slow dunk. Okay, I'm possibly going to get there and block or contest to make your meter small. All of a sudden you missed a dunk and the green window was high, but I got there at the very end and you're mad up at the game. Oh, this contest system. I mean, what's wrong with this dunk meter? And it's not the dunk meter. It's I got there on time because you gathered. It took you forever just to get there. That's why I do use quick drops at times, but not all the time. And reverses are very good. When you're hitting the baseline and you're trying to get a quick dunk, these are solid. This is the one that I like to use. I'm sorry, clutch, something like that. Depending on who's in front of me, who's not in front of me, but I love these kind of dunks. Okay. And again, reason we're using quick drops, this is the fastest dunk in the game as far as two-handed, scary dunks. Like I can't block this. This is annoying. If you're using this, and you basically want to win. It don't look good. It don't look flashy. It's not fancy, not special, but oh my goodness, I'm not going to be able to stop you. But if you can get an 80 driving dunk and a vertical, this is all you need right here to be efficient, in my opinion. And then contact dunks are always good, but I want to make a note, and this is where another big secret tip is. Contact dunks sometimes make your meter harder to time. It's kind of a weird thing. You would think this would boost your dunking, but it actually challenges you because there are times where you pull the defender to you. Because it's a contact, you will end up pulling the defender towards you, which leads to a smaller meter, which isn't always good. But if you have elite, for example, a 93 here, sorry, 93, which gives you gold posterizer, you're going to be able to dunk these easily. Okay, for the most part, you want to dunk on smaller defenders, same height defenders. If it's a taller defender, they have to be out of position. You can't just magically dunk on everybody. Okay, then same thing with standing dunks. If it's not the two-handed for the regulars, you don't want it, but the rest of these you can equip at will. And that's pretty much the efficient ones. Now, if you're on a budget, if you're on a budget, I really like Trey 65 driving dunk and 55 standing dunk. He has efficient dunks. All of them are efficient. Look at this. Fast, quick, effective dunks. Okay. And there's plenty of more like Devin Booker, very fast and quick for 75 driving dunk. You don't need much for this. There's a couple of good ones in here that you'll be surprised. Even the very low budget ones like Mono Ginobili and Clay. These are things that are like 45, 50 or 55. And you can still get some decent dunks off. When I make a crazy defensive build, I usually have very low driving dunks so that I can be the elite defender. But I'm still able to get my dunks when I cut to the basket or when on a fast break. Right? That's that. There's cool dunks from Obi Toppin. He basically very vicious, but the between the legs and the cock back reverse dunk is also another bad one on his animation. So you just want to continue to practice and trigger the specific ones, two-handed ones or the one-handed one, which is very vicious and fast. So those are the kind of things. And there's a lot of people like that in here. Like Derrick Jones has good ones, but he will trigger one or two crazy animations that are going to not be very, very good to do. Okay. And then now I want to kind of go through, I'm going to make sure I don't save any of this. I want to kind of go through a couple of other little quick snippets that are going to help you big time. So like I said, when you get open, as you go to the basket and you figure this out, sometimes you don't want to go for the dunk right away. I personally like to do Euros, hop jumpers. When I know there's another defender, I'll do the hop jumper. It's critical. Why? Because I don't have to dunk it right after. If I can get in there, I'm going to cause the defender, the second defender, to come and help, right? So I'll just go like this and I'll just stay here. I can do the standing dunk right now, or I can pass it out to my left or right player. So I'll do the hop jumper, get in the paint, and then just go up for the layup if I have it, of course. But sometimes you want to bait them into something. So be a playmaker as well. Okay, so the hop jumper is the best finishing move to give you options, because you don't have to shoot it right away. You could just hop jump, fake it. They're going to jump. If they jump, you take your shot. If they don't jump and they double teaming you, you kick it out to your teammate. Right? That's that. Now, I will be honest, the Euros and the spins this year aren't the best that they have been. I mean, you can do them when you're by yourself, or if you can finesse around somebody. For example, I'll go this way and try to get a finish. You know, at times it's triggering the dunk, sometimes it's triggering that. I don't want that, right? I want to be able to get in here and get a finish, a true finish. Like we said, this is a dunking video and I'm out here doing layups, right? Now I want to kind of get into the secret sauce. The secret sauce is, I tell people all the time, all you need is a 40 standing dunk to be able to be effective. So if I'm in the corner without the ball, let's make believe, or even with the ball, and I drive to the basket, I don't have to hit anything until I get right here. When I'm 1 foot within the restricted line that you see right there, that's on my foot, when I'm here, all I want to do is turn on my control camera and show you. I'm going to hold the right stick up and turbo. Hold turbo first, of course. Right stick up. And then I could hold the left stick up too, because it just registers that I want to dunk it towards the rim. Look, bang. I got an easy dunk right there, right? Now I'm going to do that in a fast motion so you can see I'm not doing a driving dunk. This is a standing dunk. Get there, go. Bang. Why? Because I don't have driving dunk. Or maybe I do have driving dunk, but I didn't want to use it. I wanted to get in under the rim, bang, get a quick dunk, right? And this works because sometimes you'll be driving past the person and they'll jump right when you get there. Then you could just do your standing dunk right after. Or, like I said, they're chasing you, and then you try to hit the standing dunk, okay? So honestly, a 40, 45, of course, or higher can be good for standing dunk, but I promise you, if you watch me years ago or top players, elite lockdowns and stuff, even power forward, sometimes they won't have high driving dunk because they need it for defense. They use all their attributes on defense, and they got a 45 driving dunk. They get in here, they get their quick dunk, and it's done, right? So you got to understand, this is how the system works in your favor. You got to manipulate the games. Like, nope, I don't got any driving dunk. They think you do. They think you're going to drive and dunk. Next, you just force them to jump. You hit them with yours, okay? And the stamina issue is the same thing for standing dunks, okay? Don't assume anything crazy, right? And another thing I want to kind of talk about is the reverse dunk here. I'm going to put the stick away from the rim, and it's going to do a regular dunk that you see right there. Now I'm going to pull it to me this time. I messed that up. Okay, this is a demonstration, a nice long real time video. Bang, so I got that. But I don't want to do that no more. I ain't gonna do that no more. Let's do this. Reverse, right? Why is that important? Because I'm gonna get blocked. I didn't do that. Sometimes you have to manipulate the game's mechanics. He's gonna block me, so I'm gonna go under. If I go straight up like that, I'm getting blocked from somebody that's coming to help or something. So having all this in your bag is gonna help you big time. Okay, being manipulative with it. Can't just do the same thing and expect the same result. Right? That's the key. So those are some dunking tips. There's so much more little key information. The main thing I want you to learn is from right around here in the 3-point line. Hold the left stick up for 1 split second and then hold down on the right stick. You're going to get a contact dunk. Make sure turbo's held the whole time. Then left stick up, right stick down. Left stick up, right down. Like that. Right? Left, right. Right? Left up, right down. Then I get my dunk. See, my timing was off because it was so fast. If I do it again, anywhere I'm at on this court, as long as I'm within the 3-point line, I can trigger this driving dunk. This is the #1 tip in this video as far as like getting you better overall. And again, just have fun with it, man. The best thing to do is just experiment, man. What I do is I go into the ones court, I go into, you know, whatever mode that's a one-on-one mode. Proving Grounds, Proving Grounds or the theater. So they got ones, and I just practice contact dunks. This very video that you're watching was the first day or two. Some of those one-on-ones were the first day or two me learning the meter dunk. I'm actually way better now than I was in these clips at contact dunking. And you could be too. It just takes practice. That's what I got for y'all when it comes to contact dunks. Some of the secrets. There's always a lot more that I can't share because I just don't remember every single detail, but I gave you guys a long breakdown, right? I just made 2 dope videos. One of them was a new build that I really think you should check out. It's for elite play. Very good stuff. It's going to pop up on screen. And I also got some patch conversation, which I think everybody should listen to, right? I'll see y'all on the next one. Y'all take care. Stay blessed. Peace.